Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit, and welcome to the second true forming of Update 6.10. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite excited about this video because I'm gonna go on an absolute mad one, and you're about to see why. So, you probably well know Swimmer Cat, the staple of strategies everywhere. It's actually used quite a lot. Really quite a good cat for your floating, unless of course you mate and it just gets killed before it can do any kind of attack. But it has been a lot of use to a lot of people over a lot of times, and I assume that's why mine is level 47, just to exemplify that fact. And now, it has a true form. The true form is Fishman Cat. And, well, I know that because I recently had the extreme pleasure to be on the Kobe channel, and I was watching his Fishman video, set to the tune of everybody's favourite song, Ocean Man. And that gave me an idea. But before that, we're going to take ourselves through this true format, and look how amazing it is. Because, I mean, it already looks pretty amazing. I mean, look at that. That is the man we all wish we were. True form evolution increases attack, defense, movement speed, and range. So that's brilliant. So a general increase of like everything. I'm glad about range. I've often had it get too close to stuff and get caught out by that. Movement speed, I mean, it was already fast, but I guess it being faster can only help, really, given the kind of cat that it is. Increases attack, obviously brilliant, because it's massive damage against floating. And defense can last a bit longer. Sounds like a brilliant addition to its second form into the true forminess. Bit of a strange transition from swimmer to butterfly to strange fish creature, but who am I to judge the art department of Ponos? I mean, look at that. This one can barely even be called a cat. Submitted to gene therapy to become the world champion. Extreme damage to floating. Well, I guess that's a lot of dedication. And now we have Fishman. So, to explain what I'm going to do. While I'm speaking these things into my ear microphone, I can actually barely hear what I'm saying. It's being mostly drowned out by probably the ear-damaging amplitude of Ocean Man playing on loop into my ears, and there is a very good reason for that. So, back a very long time ago, in the summer of 2017, as you probably well know, I was taking my GCSEs. And when you actually get on to doing your GCSEs, it's a really kind of surreal thing. Like, you've done so many practice papers, but when you do the actual thing, you've done a paper and that's it. This is like the first important thing that you've actually done. The first thing that's going to be taken away, marked, and will actually have any kind of bearing on your future. And that was kind of terrifying. Additionally, you know, this is sort of like halfway through June, I'd say. Took my first GCSE, Latin Literature, paper 1. If you're thinking of doing Latin GCSE, Latin language is fine, right? But you will have to do Latin literature because of the way that it's structured. And my public service announcement to you is stay the heck away from that. Oh my, was it a miserable experience. And I kind of felt so traumatized, having revised Latin literature for so long, learning like these piles and piles of Latin words, how they go with the English translation, and like the effect of Latin words. You think English is bad enough making up meanings about certain adjectives and words and the meaning they create? Imagine doing that in Latin, and that's Latin GCSE. So stay away, kids. But in any case, that sort of whole process kind of traumatized me. I was like, wow, I've actually done my first GCSE, something quite terrifying, really. And I crawled from the examination room back to the art department, which was my home, because art, again, something that takes over your life. If you like art, you know, do it, but you will have no life other than art. And, you know, as much I sort of loved and hated art GCSE, I had got through that, and so the art department at that point was just purely a kind of home for troubled children. And I was one of those. And I crawled into the art department, and there were a few other people there, and I cracked out an energy drink and just chugged the whole thing over the course of an hour, while through the loudspeakers was playing Ocean Man on a very, very loud volume. And I just felt absolutely exhausted despite drinking this energy drink. And it is a kind of really surreal and kind of looking back on it, fun experience. So I'm going to recreate that. So that's why I have sound blasting at me and I can barely hear myself talking into the microphone. I've also got with me the one energy drink that got away. Now, we bought 2 of the same energy drink, and I had one at the start of my GCSEs, then just sort of stopped having them, so I thought it was probably a really bad idea. It kind of rots your insides. But it's alright, though. It's 0 sugar. It's like 39p. It's one of those energy drinks you get that you know is, like, incredibly bad for you and will kill you. But, I mean, I don't mind. It's cheap, and that's all that matters. It contains all sorts of things. It's got taurine, that's in Red Bull, sweeteners, which some people would argue defeats the point of, like, not having any sugar. It's got caffeine in it. It's got some vitamins, so I guess that's quite good. It's also got inositol, whatever that is. Contains a source of phenylalanine. Contains naturally occurring sugars. So it has actually got loads of sugar in it anyway. So, essentially, this is 250 mils of death that I'm going to be drinking. But I don't care. It tastes disgusting. It's disgusting to your body. But it gives you an epic sesh. I'm going to crack open this drink with the boys. Actually, it's just me, all alone. And I'm going to drink this while recording some epic... Oh, that's a whiff, isn't it? That drink. While recording some levels with Fishman Cat. And I just want to relive that sort of magical, what am I doing with my life moment all those months ago. Oh, that's good. First stop off, weekend stage, because it's half energy cost and I need to do it a number of times to be able to fill out my missions, although I've forgotten to do cat fruit stages and it's the weekend again. I have done this in several catnip challenges and unfortunately I don't think there's any way of fixing that unless I come across a cat fruit buffet, which I again have missed in several weeks. We're gonna go into Sweet XP Insane because that's got Bun Bun in it, a perfect opportunity to try out our Fishy Fishman, and I'm just gonna take another swig of that drink. It's cold and full of chemicals, and that's all you really want from a drink. I apologise for any kind of swilling in my mouth and sort of noises that you might get. It's because you shouldn't really drink while recording. But for the stylistic purpose of this video, I hope you may allow me to do that. Right, okay, the first wave of stuff then. Loads of Shadow Boxer Ks and kangaroos and stuff. And we're not going to be able to handle that. It's alright though, I've got Grey Fox in my loadout. Let's bring out Grey Fox. And look at that. Despite not being a particularly, you know, against Shadow Boxer Ks sort of thing, it did a small job of getting rid of stuff. Ultimately, it's not going to help massively. And we just need to save Fishman more for the Bun Bun. This bit isn't too well suited to it. But now I think just Fishman spam. And we're going to see how it copes. It's really fast though, isn't it? Look at that. Right, here we go. Moment of truth. Fishy McFish. Oh! What was that? He's gone. He just disappeared. Did we like phase through him or did we actually kill him that quickly? That is incredible. Fishman, I mean, what can I say? Next on filling out missions, I need to do Super Metal Hippo because, well, I've only got 1 out of 3 cat ticket missions done and this will help towards it. Let's fashion ourselves a fishy slot. I'd just like to briefly point out that this is another idea lightly plagiarized from Kobe. Thanks, Kobe. Of putting together a very sort of fish-related slot, but it takes on a kind of whole new significance in Super Metal Hippo because other than Monaco and Nanaco, which I'll try not to use, the only critical hits I've got are the very rare and kind of unreliable crit hits from these 3 fish here, so should be quite fun. Look at Fishman go. I mean, he's so happy. I'm so happy. I've got a kind of warm buzz around me now. It's sort of like when I'm drinking alcohol, but a more kind of self-aware buzz. Alcohol's very subduing, and this energy drink is just making me feel like I'm on a kind of fishy sesh. Okay, here goes then. All of the islands in force, and of course, Fishman, because it's what the video's about. Is this gonna work? I mean, I doubt it. Oh, no, we got a critical hit on the Metal Hippo. As for the Super Metal Hippo, I don't think so. But I mean, we are strong in fish numbers now. I mean, look at that. Fun fact, I like fish and chips. Fun fact, Super Metal Hippo's gone. Oh, I mean, you know, that was actually incredible. You know what? this is how I'm going to do Super Metal Hippo from now on. It's the only real way. I remember my art teacher saying, do you really think this is a good idea? When I was just like chugging my energy drink with my head kind of half down towards the desk. Like I was sort of being sick, but there was no sick. I just felt kind of really exhilarated and ill at the same time. And I was chugging like 250 ml of caffeine. Good times. Oh no! I've just been setting up a whole slot to try and do no plan A, and then I remembered. Angel enemies, ignore anti-floating type cats. Oh, drink's playing with my mind. Should we do it anyway? I just think it's like beautifully ironic how pointless this is. I'm using an anti-floating cat on an enemy that it will have no effect on. Right then, here goes nothing. This should be extremely fun. I mean, I am kind of looking forward to this. No plan A has caused me a lot of pain over time before. But I mean, I did it a while ago and didn't have to worry about it anymore. So now it's just going to be a bit of fun. Try and outswim a cat, fishman, man cat, fish on an enemy it will have no effect on. This is what the Regit channel is all about. Testing out things like this so you don't have to. I can vaguely remember how the strat goes just because I've attempted it so many times. So like the actual stuff that I've got, I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing, to be fair. I haven't brought a Bahamut because I just remember the pain that I used to have. This is actually the level that I went on once. That when I did those MLG videos, when people said you should get a Bahamut, like it was that long ago when I first tried No Plan A that I didn't have a Bahamut. So it's been a long while, and to be honest, I haven't really missed Clee1, I've got to be honest. But now I've got Jizo and loads of other stuff, and Cat's Gift carried me when I actually managed to do No Plan A. So here goes, and this is going to be the most fun you've ever had in your entire life. Get ready for some ramen, Cat's Gift, Fishman, Cat Gift, Island, Monaco, Nanaco, Doctor, fun! Oh no, Clee1's on my base. Oh, that's no good. There's not much I can do about that. Ah, that's the problem, you see, when you use a cat, the man-fish thing, that has no usefulness in this level at all. But you know what? I thought of the plan originally, and I'm gonna follow through with it because I'm having a great time, you know? This has been really fun. So, what am I doing? I hope you've enjoyed this extensive review of Fishman Cat. I feel like he doesn't need a review. The description says he gets better in the areas you'd want him to, and that's good enough for me. As far as I'm concerned, I am absolutely, completely, like, out of my head because of that energy drink. So I don't really know what I'm saying, but I do know what I'm about to say. Please subscribe if you'd like to. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and any help towards that would be massively appreciated. So yeah, feel free to. Other than that, please don't take this video too seriously. I'm not sure it's exactly an octopus cat in a nutshell sort of thing, but I wanted a sort of nostalgic head trip into the start of my GCSEs, and I've got that. It's been silly and fun for me, and I hope it's been silly and fun for you too. I hope you enjoyed.